Podcasting from Woodstock, Georgia, welcome to Soul Solutions, a show where we overcome our fears and our limiting beliefs. I'm your host, author, and certified life coach, Terry Kozlowski. Hello, warriors. Do you want to live a visionary life? Are you concerned that setting boundaries will hinder you? If so, you can take my course, The Guide to Setting Personal Boundaries, on mastermind.com. The link is in the show notes. Take the course so you can clearly set boundaries with others in your life. Now let's start this week's episode. Episode 126. Are you a visionary that thinks big and aims high in life? Successful people don't have low standards for themselves or unattainable objectives. Instead, they aim high, dream big, and put in a lot of effort to get the best results. If you feel your vision for your life is feasible and dedicate yourself to pursuing it, the achievement is possible. Because you believe your goals are unattainable, you have low expectations for yourself. Yet this is untrue. Setting low standards for yourself may lead you to believe that you have achieved something when in fact you have done nothing more than squander time, striving for the wrong things, and make minimal to no progress towards your real-life goals. Most people struggle in life because they lack an honest understanding of their own aspirations. Because of this, they consistently aim low, then feel empty after accomplishing those objectives. But if you set more ambitious goals, you'll experience a sense of satisfaction and accomplishment when you achieve them. You must be strategic to create your vision. Furthermore, you must evaluate all aspects of your life. Then, to gauge your performance, you must set more measurable goals and objectives for yourself. Why should you strive for big goals? Aim high and don't accept good enough when you're creating a vision for yourself. To maintain momentum and make sure you're on the right track, be realistic and set interim goals. Aiming high takes guts and resiliency to overcome problems and obstacles. Aiming high and having big dreams forces you to push yourself in ways you never could have before. Your chances of success rise when you always consider the optimal outcome because you can prepare and think more strategically. By setting high standards for yourself, you inspire everyone around you to do the same. By setting lofty goals and working diligently to achieve them, you become an example to others. You realize how many possibilities are out there that you could have missed if you aim higher and dream bigger. As you gain confidence and believe in yourself, you will find it easier to approach others and engage with them. This newfound ability helps you make authentic connections in which you can gain perspective and greater insight into what you're trying to accomplish. Additional benefits to thinking bigger and aiming higher include being more driven to accomplish your objectives. You'll improve things in your community. Your existence takes on greater significance because you feel a part of something bigger. And you'll inspire others to have more meaningful lives as well. How to alter your thinking. All limits you believe about yourself are self-imposed. You set your own standards. No one else does. You're the only one who can decide how high to aim. Therefore, imagine big, and don't allow anyone to tell you otherwise. Begin by asking yourself these queries. What are my life's objectives? Am I clear on what I want to achieve? Am I aware of the time and effort necessary to accomplish my goals? What actions must I take to achieve these objectives? It's time to brainstorm the answers if you don't already have them. Make sure your written goals align with your interests. Only pursue your passions and only establish a vision that corresponds to your ideal criteria for life achievement. You'll get a sense of and come to understand your purpose and direction as you go through this process. Don't be afraid to have lofty aspirations and consider how you might improve yourself. To succeed, take deliberate action towards your goals and adopt a growth mindset. It will astound you how much you can accomplish in your life if you follow this advice. Know when to swing the pendulum concerning work-life balance. Depending on the situation, swing the work-life pendulum correctly. Remember, it oscillates in response to external factors and internal values. Remember, it shouldn't become stuck with too much of either. Balance is the key. 7 ways to think bigger and aim higher. Here are some suggestions to get you started if you're seeking ways to build confidence and begin imagining yourself as someone fully committed to achieving in every area of your life. Number 1, create measurable goals for yourself and be creative. Some people only set simple and familiar objectives that their family and friends make. For instance, even though other occupations could make you much happier, most people choose something based on money, not considering that being miserable in a job you don't like isn't worth the extra income. To be innovative, consider your goals in life and whether they align with your passions. Additionally, you should learn as much as you can about the skills needed for each route so you can decide which one gives you the best chance at successful future out of the possibilities you are considering. Number 2, let go of your fear and follow your heart as you aim higher. You need to stop worrying about what other people think of you and start thinking big about yourself and your future. Stop worrying constantly about taking missteps, since doing so will make it more difficult for you to achieve what you want in life. Being fearless entails having confidence in oneself and the notion that, given enough willpower, anything is possible. To improve your mood and accomplish more in life, you must also harness the power of positive thinking. Number 3, try to see the positive side of everything and don't let your surroundings limit you. There will be occasions when you feel disheartened because you are having trouble accomplishing your objectives. They say that misery loves company because sometimes it seems worse when those around you don't support what you're doing. However, try to focus on finding answers and assisting people who feel like someone's trapped them at a dead end, rather than focusing on the negative aspects of life and how they make things tougher for you. Positive thinking can alter relationships and results. Positivity and realism are contagious attitudes. Recognize missteps and setbacks, then move quickly and optimistically forward. Never undervalue the influence of a positive outlook and an attitude about yourself and those around you. By doing it this way, even if some people continue to think you're crazy for pursuing your aspirations despite what occurs, you won't care as long as you can assist others in doing the same. Number 4, do what you love to do and make your life more fulfilling while taking action. Only you can ultimately decide whether what you're doing is best for your life. If you don't enjoy what you do, likely you won't put your heart into it, which will make it much tougher for you to succeed in life. To work with what comes naturally to you rather than forcing yourself out of fear, the work you are doing becomes enjoyable. But you must take daily action. And these tasks can be mundane, but because it's toward your vision, it's exciting for you. Setting big goals means thinking long term. The pursuit of the remarkable requires a lifetime of effort and constant assessment. Taking the first step and achieving tiny triumphs along the road provide the foundation for setting great objectives and succeeding. Number 5, recognize that you can't do everything by yourself when you aim higher. When people have lofty goals for themselves and their lives, one of the biggest mistakes they make is attempting to tackle them alone. Even if you are exceptionally gifted, there are some things you simply cannot accomplish by yourself. You may always improve your abilities by working with a coach, like myself, for instance, to keep one step ahead of the negative, egoic chatter and give you a different perspective. Another alternative to lamenting what you could have done differently is to learn from those mistakes as well as other people's. This is where your trusted tribe comes in. Number 6, open your mind and your heart. Everybody and everything is different and unique. Be attentive to this diversity and be open-minded. New experiences and viewpoints pave the way for regeneration, and reinvention. Your perspective will widen and new ideas will be born by accepting diversity of thought and opinion. Consider views and ideas that go counter to your own, finding the truths and implement them into your strategy and frame of mind. Opening your heart and your mind and widening your ability are two ways to stay current and relevant. Number 7, enjoy the journey while aiming higher. The only way to truly grow is through experience, and you won't benefit unless you love the journey. Accept all the circumstances as chances for development. Many people frequently overlook the fact that growth can only occur when uncomfortable conditions happen. You know that your finest work comes forth when you are fully present, concentrating on your goals and reflecting on your experiences. Enjoy the voyage while being aware that not every chapter will go as expected. Moving forward, aiming higher. You have something to strive towards when you set goals. You require inspiration to complete any task. Thinking smaller is not good for anyone's confidence or sense of self-worth, which could negatively affect your life. So why not reach out for the stars and put yourself out there? You must be wise and strategic if you want to reach your objectives. Aiming high is a principle that you should follow. Success is attainable when implemented with sound and tried and true tactics. You can use these strategies mentioned as a starting point. These ideas result in higher standards and successful outcomes. Dream big. Consider the best case scenario, work diligently to achieve it, and then put your best effort forward, and it will lead to success. Having a broad perspective and lofty goals can be difficult. Some would even advise against being enthusiastic about your vision, but it's crucial to think broadly and set ambitious goals because doing so will enhance your quality of life. Because striving to achieve more than you think is possible is the key to greatness. Do you need to alter your thinking? Are you looking for support in setting and achieving goals for yourself? Do you want a strategy to help you create an extraordinary life? If so, please get in touch with me and we can put together an action plan for you to be a visionary and aim higher. To discover how I learned to think bigger, you can do so by reading my book, Raven Transcending Fear, available on Amazon, or you can go to raventranscendingfear.com for more information. Thanks for listening to Soul Solutions with Terry Kozlowski. If you'd like the show and want to learn more, check out terrykozlowski.com where you can find the links to everything we talked about in this episode. Please subscribe to the show so you'll never miss an episode as we overcome our fears and our limiting beliefs.